Alright, so now we'll do the final quest. So we'll just do this one, talk to Emperor, and then we'll finally be in the Menaphos. Talk about the Jack of Spades. This will start this quest. Alright, and then we just basically go upstairs, right? He'll ask us if we can help him, and we'll say, yes, we can help him, pretty much. I say, yes, you can help him. And then they tell you to go upstairs. Then you would climb up the staircase. Talk to us, man. Tell him that there's nothing you want to talk about. Or you could go through the dialogue and he'd tell you a bunch of things, right? We're going to choose the last one, which was always no more questions. You could ask him about Menaphos, the Pro, ask him about the agents. What else should I know? I know we asked him that a few times. It's always interesting to read the dialogue to know what the quest is about. That's why we're making that questing series where we read all the quests and then figure out what all the quests are. So here you can't have anything in your weapons or armors. You can't be carrying anything in those slots. So unequip your weapons. Talk to him. I know all we need to know. Let's go. And then you can fly the carpet manually. Or you could click on him and tell him that you like him to take you there, and then you could just instantly fly there. So that's pretty much it. We're basically done. Yeah, say yes, you are ready to go. And then you could talk to him, and then say yes. So you have to click on him, and then he'll ask you if you want him to take you there, or you could manually fly there. It's fun flying the carpet if you're doing this quest. If you're not in a hurry, just fly on the carpet. So you can hit the escape button. We'll skip the cutscene. We've already watched the cutscene like every single time. I guess it's a really short cutscene. It has that cool "Welcome to Menaphos" banner that probably should have recorded. It's just like a short 5-second quest. But here you unlock all of these music tracks. You unlock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different music tracks. And then we will need inventory space. So we're gonna have to drop something. We'll drop something after this quest, after this cutscene, to make sure that we don't interrupt the cutscene or anything. Oh, and then we go talk to his son, talk about the Jack of Spades. And then the Jack of Spades comes and steals stuff from them. So we can put our equipment on, right? So after the cutscene's done, he's going to show up. He's going to steal something from her, and then he's going to disappear. And she's going to be like, our stuff has been stolen. So then you go through the ports. So you could wield your weapons again. That'll save inventory space. You could drop the bronze dagger maybe. Or we could sell it or something. Shifting tombs, go to the ports. So this thing, you'd right click it. You'd say travel to the ports district. And then you go into this building. So you'd go over here and talk to the admiral wherever he is. He is inside here. Here he is. Talk to the admiral. And then he will get something stolen from him. So here's the Jack of Spades. So usually we read the quest text at the end, because Ozan is interesting. It's like tells you everything. It's like, this is to help you. You have to infiltrate them. This whole town, it's all based on corruption. You can't let these people take everything away from you. And then he's like, you have to save this Menaphos. You have to be the hero to save everybody at Menaphos. And then essentially you just come here to go scale. So then you go here, well, yeah, you gain reputation. That's right, you gain reputation, and then they like you more, and then you get into their ranks. I imagine the quest chains that you get for doing all the reputation maybe actually lines up with this quest. We haven't actually ever done the quest related to here. Essentially, you unlock a quest that you could do as like a quest chains when you get reputation. So we go through here, we right click, we go to the workers district. That's the final one to go to. And then you need 4 inventory spaces. So we go here, we talk to Betal, the worker. Then you're unlocking even more music tracks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 music tracks. And the Jack of Spades shows up again, as I am, but all. So we've read all this quest text so many times. It is interesting. That way you get all the backstory. So now we just left click and just enter the shifting tombs. We need 4 inventory spots. Let's just drop some trout. We don't really. Oh, let's eat some trout. Let's eat some trout. We're a bit low on hit points. So we have inventory spaces. Talk to the Jack of Spades. Then you go through the dialogue. He tells you everything about it. So just ask him why steal from the people if you want to speed through it. But the dialogues, like right here, he tells you about all of the people in here, and he tells you their backstory and how they were always bad people, I guess. No, one of the persons was a good person, but then the Pharaoh took his hand, and then he's never been the same again. So then we go here, we could right click. Oh, we could just exit to the workers district just right out here. So then we go here, we talk to him, we have his items. So essentially, he stole all these items from these people. Then we go to the Imperial District, we'd right click. Then we go over here, talk to the commander. Oh, what happened to it? Talk to the commander, and then you get 1,000 reputation with her. Oh, it's 1,100 because we were leveling archaeology, and it gives the 10% boost. So then we go to the ports district, because usually it would give you 1,000 reputation, but right, because we were training archaeology before, in archaeology we got this relic power. If you look in relics, relic power, it says this one, 10% increase to all reputation gains at Menaphos. That is the place we're unlocking here. So I guess it was good to level archaeology a little bit. You barely need to do anything to get the first relic. We don't know what level it was, but we imagine it was really early. So you could just do that, get your first relic to get the 10% reputation. Maybe Zone Alarm's doing a security scan or something. Maybe that's why it's lagging. Because it shouldn't be lagging, but we'll finish the quest here. So we go don't talk to the Grand Vizier, talk to her. She's the one that has the things that were stolen from her, so it is lagging a lot. Completely. And then we talk to the Grand Vizier, talk about the Jack of Spades, and the quest has been completed. Oh, and the clip, see what's happening. You completed the Jack of Spades, you have access to here. So agility, construction, it gives you 1 to level 5 construction and dungeoneering. Perfect. So level 5 construction, level 5 dungeoneering. Dungeoneering's probably decently important to get to level 5 early. So we could go over here. Let's go to the bank. We're done everything. It's still lagging for some reason. It has to be the Zone Alarm, because Zone Alarm popped up here. Or something's going on, because the screen, it freezes and then stutters every once in a while. So if we go to the bank here, you can access this bank, and there's also a Grand Exchange here, and the waypoint. Let's just go get the waypoint. If you go run over here, don't forget the waypoint, because if you forget the waypoint, you're gonna actually have to run back to the city, and it's not a short run. Well, I guess any run in RuneScape is pretty short. It's just longer than usual. You have to run through the entire desert like we did that one time. And then you probably end up at the wrong door, and it'll say you're not allowed in this door, so then you have to go across the river, back across the bridge again, and then go to the door and almost die of dehydration because you pretty much didn't bring water skins because you didn't think it was going to be that long of a trip. But now we're in Menaphos. We unlocked this thing. This is the important place. Alright, so we could talk a little about Menaphos. We were going to take a little break. We were going to render the quests, and the other one, I think we did the Rune Spirit quest. Well, the rune crafting episode, and then these ones. Essentially, once you reach to Menaphos, you go to the top here, click on Menaphos Tier 1. Now, all of these are different districts. You could click the Imperial District, and the rewards, essentially, yeah, here's the one. Permanently improves your woodcutting success rate within the Imperial District when cutting Arcadia trees. So you're gonna need this for when you get to level 47 woodcutting. Once you get to 47 woodcutting, you're gonna come here. You can do like level 15's oak, level 30, level 31 is willow, and then level 47 is pretty much coming here. So you want to unlock this. It'll take 4 to 5 days to unlock, which reminds us, let's go to friends chat. If you go to settings, if you go to group, community, so we're gonna join our first friends chat because this one's pretty important. We'll go soul. There is no space. We've been here so much. So you type in soul obby and then you're in the soul obby world. So we just have our friends chat here like we always do, except now we're actually in a friends chat. So if you click on the top here, also the other rewards would be like, oh here, let's just align ourselves with somebody. Let's align ourselves with the Imperial District, just because we want to get the woodcutting 1 SUA, also any actives. So we're pretty much looking for obelisks. Scarabs, they will give you stars, which give you bonus experience. Maybe it would be sent, makes sense. So if we go, well, let's go to the Grand Exchange. Let's buy some things. Let's buy food. If we buy trout, is that any good for us anymore? Constitution 15, so that we could get better food. Let's just buy something simple like lobster. We know there's desert souls for a little bit more expensive, but these are alright. The Constitution, make sure you buy the cooked one. Constitution 48. So these will pretty much give us as much health as they can up until level 48. Up until 48 hit points, and then we can start getting better food maybe. So let's just buy 200 of them for now. Let's buy 400 of them. 400 cooked lobsters should do. Oh, we couldn't buy them. We couldn't buy them. Why couldn't we buy the lobsters? Let's just try desert souls. When we tried to buy desert souls before, they were sold out, so we couldn't buy them. We even tried offering like 150 on them before. So if we can't buy them for this price, see, desert souls, they seem like they're good, but you can't ever buy them. We're just trying to buy food because we need food for Menaphos. We'll just buy 200 for now. We'll just put in like, hopefully that'll buy them. If we need more lobsters, we can come back and buy them. So how much were lobsters? Lobsters were 170. I guess that's not too bad. So we'll just pretty much throw them in this tab, because here's the tab where we have everything. Here's the unorganized tab that's an absolute disaster. Although these should be in one of these tabs down here. I guess this was all before we started doing other skills, so we'll stop doing that. If we go withdraw all of the lobster, maybe we'll keep inventory spaces in case the scarabs drop us, just in case there's any scarabs. But essentially, we were still talking about this. All you need is food. Essentially, there's activities here. You do the activities, they drain your hit points, and then you'd gain reputation. So that means we're just going to want to go to settings, go back to combat mode, leave legacy, just because we need the action bar again. As soon as you go back to combat mode, just go back to legacy, and then just so much quicker. So we could look here, see if there's an obelisk here. We haven't seen anything spawn pretty soon. We have been here for a while, right? If we head to them, we didn't see any soul obelisk. So let's look up here. We could hop worlds to try to find one. But let's talk about the rewards then. So bank deposit box, gain access to the bank deposit box within this place. So each of the places have a deposit box where you can deposit your wares a lot easier. That one's really easy. You could get like all of the deposit boxes on the first day if you want. And then there's also this one unlocks a bank chest at this place. So instead of a deposit box, it turns into a bank chest. And then there's just the Imperial District skill boost, permanently improves your woodcutting. And then the Ports District, so they're kind of the same. The bank deposit box, the bank chest, and then the permanently improves your fishing success rate within the ports. So that's a good one. And then the Merchant District, the bank deposit box, the bank chest, and then the permanently improves your thieving success rate within here. Although we're not 100% sure if it's worth it because they have safe cracking. So if we go to the bank deposit box, they have the bank chest, and then it improves your mining success rate. although we're not sure if it's worth it because of the mining rework. So essentially, usually we go straight for the ports district just to get that, but considering there is other fishing methods, there is other woodcutting methods too. Essentially, this is pretty much one of the best woodcutting methods, maybe the best. So if you go to overview, you would just click on the star to align your faction. Anytime you want, you could change your faction. So now you're aligned with the ports. Any reputation you earn here, you'll earn with the ports. Or if you click on here, any reputation you earn here will earn you reputation towards Imperial. And then here, you unlock different things as you rank up here. Unlock the cosmetics, unlock the quests. So there's a quest. Chance to discover an impling or butterfly while scaling over here. And increase the amount of gold and feathers earned from the shifting tombs. Gain access to another quest. Get a chance for a feather during Slayer. Get a chance to save a feather during Slayer. Unlock the final tier cosmetics. Also start receiving desert aura fragments when finishing shifting tombs with all objectives completed. Gain access to another quest here, and then this one, receive extra experience in the form of magic carpet dust clouds during any scaling, even outside Menaphos. So the the boost, it's not that great. It's like a 5% chance to get 5% more experience, I think. Maybe it's alright. It's just permanently unlocked when you get it, I guess. So it's just a permanent boost to experience in any scaling you do. So let's end this clip. Let's see how long this is.